Morning, friends. How are we doing? Oh, we got a little maple issue. I got the YouTube channel camera going. So it's a cluster maple, and it's not the prettiest. There's a couple. There's a few that can just come out like nothing, but there's a few that are leaning back hard, and I got to hang blocks. Might even. I hope I got a block. I think I might. If not, I'll just go around the tree. Maybe a shackle. But this little 10-10 round's so nice yesterday. I think I'll run it again. It's not big diameter wood. So I'll take you back there and show you. Well, friends, here we are. Oh, there's some email. Here we are here. Isn't this lovely? Yeah, this will be fun here. Getting this out of here. Ooh. You know, the front can come off easy, but you figure this out here. I got some lines, some of these hangers. This'll come out easy, but you always got to make sure at this point, don't be taking out. Look at the stuff. Don't be taking out something you need. Like if I needed this here, do you know what I mean, friends? Don't just because this is easy to fall. I've seen guys do it. They walk in and they can just fall it. So they fall it and then they go, well, now what am I going to do with this? So you see what I mean? You need. This could be your rigging point where I'm going to fall these, but still, always think about it. What's your plan? You see? So, I'm just going to fly up these, put ropes in them, is what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So, yeah. But I got to get rid of this mess here. This is actually, this is one tree. This broke off, you see? So I'm going to go up here and put a rope in this thing here. I'm hoping I can get away with this here. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. You guys have seen this all before. I got to pull it off the house here. So I'll just put a running bow line in her. Up she goes. That'll be plenty good. Not going to hurt nothing. And then I'll reef her off the stump. So now there's a rope set there. That's all you... Okay, let's get rid of some of this. Sometimes with the old Macs, they start. Always check and see if they start by themselves. There it goes. You see what I mean? And then you choke it and you flood yourself. Okay, that's a good sign. Okay, so I'm just cutting that stuff down because I'm going to be traipsing all around in here. Okay, so that's why that stuff's getting cut down. No problem.
Okay.
Okay, so the front's pulled off. Okay, now we got the 3 leaners. Okay, I don't need any spar trees out front to rig anything because I'm going to pull them over. I'm going to follow them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to find a place where I can hang a block, and I'm going to run the rope. That thing's not even off the stump yet. It's laying on that fence. But I've got to get a rope to over there. But I can't just go to there because it'll wipe the side of the house out. So I got to go. I'm talking about the rope wiping the side of the house out, not the tree, the rope. So I've got to get the rope to come to here. I'm thinking maybe at the bottom of this, maybe the bottom of this balsam here, in here, and then out to the truck, which actually makes sense. That's a good pull. That's a nice straight pull out here. And then I'll do those 2 down there. You see what I mean? Just get it cut up, get tension on it first. Those are goofy stumps, right goofy. So you get your ropes in them, get tension on it with the truck, then cut up. Always get tension up your tree before you start cutting. Not always, that's kind of fantasy, and so is never. But most times on back leaners, tension up before you start putting any cuts in so you can work the stump and not get pinched left and right. If you pull too hard, you won't be able to get an undercut in it. So just get some tension on it. Take up the slack in the rope and the stretch in the rope and get some weight on it, depending on the lean. Make sense? All right, good. Okay, so I need a block or something, so I'll go get that and get back to you in a minute. Friends, if you're not comfortable with putting back cuts in trees first, start if you can. It's only a suggestion. Obviously, I can't tell you what to do. I can only suggest, right? I think that's all we can all of us can do, is just make suggestions that we kind of share through the years of doing this with each other. You know, pick up little stuff, and that's kind of a nifty little thing about YouTube. I kind of like it. I never used to be into that in the beginning of the YouTube thing, but I've seen the goodness and the good avenues that you can. I've seen some rough stuff to stay away from, but there's actually some good stuff out there. These leaners, now we're going back to those big maple leaners. I'm gonna fly up it, put a rope, hang a block. You guys kind of know what's going on. So, but okay, so here it is. You got it turfed up now, so the tree goes right now. If you put your undercut in, what's going to happen? It's going to cave a bit. It just is. You're taking the front plate right off it. So I call it plates. They're plates of wood. So what's going to happen if you put a back cut in it? It's going to go forward, right, to where you want it to come. So I'm just saying that, and of course when you put your undercut in first, it sits back a bit. And then you go to put your back cut in. Well, you can't get a back cut in it because it's sitting. You might have to come to the truck, put a little more time. It's not. So don't be afraid to try that back cut first off, friends. Do it when it's safe. That's all. You know, this is a little bit haywire, this one, but I'm going to put back cuts in first. The stumps are, it's rotten wood. Anyways, we're going to head back there. I'll see you back there. Okay, friends. So we're coming right out of the fence line here, right up here to the truck. We got a little bit of flat ground here. That's all we're going to need. We got 2-wheel drive. I wish I had 4x4 for these bigger trees, but I don't. Okay, so what we've got is we've gone down to here to a block. So after you set up your block and your knots and that, guys, gals, women, and children, go back, okay? Go back and check your knots. You could have been having a hectic morning, okay? And you could have done something that you don't usually do, and you couldn't believe you did it, but it'd be too late, okay? Here it is. Clove hitch on the block because I need it straight back to the tree. I can't have it out dancing around here. I don't want that. Bowline on a bowline, looking good right there. It came through the block first, which was a real bonus. You just have to choose your ropes right. Okay, so that's looking sweet. This has got a really good pull on the tree actually. So now what it is, I'm thinking I might even go have a look. So you know what I mean, guys? Just get over there, take a look at your knots, check out everything. This looks like I could even go a touch tighter on this. Yeah, that's around there. That's
But I
looking
got to
good
pull
up
this
there.
out of here, you see. So let's take a look. And also got to cut my way into the stump here. So I think I may cut it up actually. Put a wedge in the back of it if I can. And then rip it off the stump. Or is it pulling up the roots? Maybe I'll just pull it right out of the roots. Let's have a look. What's it doing? I mean, it fell over. Right? It fell over. Why wouldn't it pull out? See? Sure it did. It's rotten. So I think what I'll do is I almost feel like I could cut it up a bit or put a little more tension on the truck, to be honest with you. I feel like just reefing that right off the freaking stump. I do. I'm gonna cut my way in here so I can get a stump on it.
Okay, so now you guys can see what happened here. I'm just going to pop a wedge in here now. It might not do much, it might break out. Is it breaking? No, it's not. That's good. Good. Okay. So there we go. So now goes the undercut. It might not like this. It might not like this at all. Okay, she's all cut up. She's got a wedge in the back of her. She's leaning hard to the side. I don't like this, but I think I'm gonna get it without breaking that fence. What do we got for wood over here? Look at this, guys. You see that? Right there. Okay, so I'll leave you guys here. I'm gonna go reef it off the stump, and you guys can let me know if it worked out. And I'm not playing around. I'm going to jump in the truck and just crack on it. So you guys can hang out right here, right on top of my spoils. How's that for you? Okay? Watch that fence. Make sure I don't break that fence. You know what I'm saying?
Look over there, a shining black and yellow. Oh.
Okay, let's go inspect everything here. My concern was all the side lean of breaking off the top piece here when I was putting my undercut in. But see here, look. Look, friends, okay? Look at good solid wood. Really good solid wood actually here. But see the hinge? It's like, you don't need to cut more than that when you got stank. And what I mean by that is using your pickup, okay? But the wood was rotten. You see, it was rotten. But there's nothing wrong with that. But that's all because of that back cut first, friends. That was the complete key to that job, that particular tree. For me, just the way I did it, was putting that in. Yeah, I could have scraped a little undercut in there and then slipped a back cut in, maybe gone and pulled a little more. Because as soon as I put the back cut in, you know it's sitting on your chain. You know what I mean? So if the undercut's in, if it's already in is what I mean. But if it's not, the front plate holds the tree sitting there. You see? So it's a really good little thing to do. But now look what I got. I got these, and they're not leaning. I mean, they're not leaning. Look at this one. It's not pretty. So I got to get a block somewheres down there. So lots longer the rope, the more stretch too. So we got to watch that. Over and out, friends.
Look at this thing. Look at it. All the way up the tree. I got a pretty good rope in her. I don't think I'm going to bother putting the back cut in. Well, maybe I will. Maybe I will. We'll see. No, undercut first. Nice looking stuff.
Okay, friends, this is where stuff went haywire. I ran out of space on the GoPro, so what I did is I got a few iPhone vloggity-doggities, and I'm gonna send them out right away today. It's like Saturday, and there'll be like a couple little blurbs of blabbering, and they're like 2 or 3 videos, so you'll see them. They won't make any sense, but you got to watch the one right after it. You know, the iPhone goes right. So anyway, have a great Saturday. Kick some Rumpelstiltskin out there, grab life by the you know what, and ride it like it was the first pedal bike you ever had. Okay, friends, be kind today. Hi, here. You see, like that. Hiya, Daniel-san. Daniel-san, forget to breathe. Don't forget to breathe. What the hell am I doing? Okay, this looks good. This one's going all the way to Austria. Talk to you in a bit.